The Halloween season is upon us, and with tomorrow being Friday the 13th, you might be in the mood for something a little ghoulish. Well, did you know you can enjoy some frightening fun while learning something new? From zombie frogs to melting skulls, spooky science is on display at Carnegie Science Center. And here to tell us more about the seasonal treats is science educator Mila Reibel. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am very excited about Halloween. We love Halloween at the Science Center, so we are really looking forward to the opportunity to bring some spooky science to everyone in the Pittsburgh region.
Everyone. You guys have a lot going on, but I want to start with Friday the 13th.
Yes.
It's, of course, a big day.
Yes, it's not only Friday the 13th, it's also our 21 plus night. So this is one of our grown-up only events, and we are partnering with friends over at the Scare House. You might be familiar with the one of the premier haunted houses in the nation. They're going to have folks there that are not only giving you perhaps some selfie social media opportunities, maybe some wandering Walking Dead throughout the building. We're also going to be having a life casting demonstration done by a fellow who works for them, who is also a finalist on the sci-fi series Face Off.
Oh, neat.
And we are also partnering with our friends at Wiggle Whiskey, who will be offering some, let's call them spirited samples.
There you go.
So we're going to have a lot of fun. And one of the things that we love to do is offer people the chance to interact with science. Now, we're going to be making, you know, because it is Halloween, some vampire smoothies.
Ooh.
Secret, it might be cranberry juice. And we're going to be using something called liquid nitrogen.
Okay.
But that's not actually what I'm going to use liquid nitrogen for today, because one fan favorite show at the Science Center is Frankenscience. And this is a show that we trot out every so often, and it actually talks about how Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which is the first science fiction novel, was inspired by science fact in that day. And now science fiction actually inspires our science fact today. So we're going to talk a little bit about zombie frogs. So for this, I'm going to ask you to put on your safety goggles. Oh, sorry. I have a lovely pair right over there for you.
I kind of wanted yours with the multi-colors.
I know. I mean, I'll trade you if you really.
These are fashionable.
They're fun. They're fun. You look great. But that's because I'm going to actually be pouring some liquid nitrogen in here. So I'm going to actually ask you to take one small step back.
All right.
So liquid nitrogen
now, this looks like something that I don't know if I want on live TV.
No. It's fine. It's because we have all of our safety equipment on. Liquid nitrogen. We have cooled the nitrogen gas that's in the air, and it has become a liquid. It is 321 degrees below zero. That is very, very cold.
I can feel the cold.
Yes, we get some fun fog as well. So if we were making you a smoothie, we would actually use the liquid nitrogen to smooth, or to, to freeze, and then hopefully stir it to make it smooth, out whatever beverage we're serving. And then what happens is the nitrogen, as you can see, this is fog because it's so cold, it's actually taking the water vapor that's in the air and condensing it into fog. But what it's going to do is it's eventually going to just go back to being a nitrogen gas, which is in the air all around us. So our bodies are really used to handling that. But what I'm going to use this for, I'm actually going to use this bowl here. I'm going to pour some liquid nitrogen in. Now, when we think about zombies, when we think about the dead coming back to life, that sounds like science fiction. However, what we've got are some critters on this planet that can kind of do that sort of thing.
Alrighty.
So we're going to start with something that can't. I have some lovely flowers here. Now, what do you think is going to happen if I put it in the liquid nitrogen?
They're going to perk up and come to life.
Probably not. Let's find out. So I'm going to go ahead, and I might even pour a little bit more over top of them.
Okay. I love all this fog.
Isn't this great?
Just setting the creepy Halloween
We promise mystical. So if we take a look at these flowers, we've got them nice and cold, and they might look like they're fine, but you can see that we can break them. And even if this was a living plant and I had frozen it in liquid nitrogen, that's going to be the end of the plant. And the reason is that we have lots of water in our cells, and when water freezes, it actually expands a little bit, and that causes the cells to get broken. That's why if you freeze tissue, you might get something like frostbite. But there are some frogs and some insects like caterpillars that actually have found a way to handle being frozen. Their hearts actually stop, their circulation stops, and they are able, once the thaw comes, to thaw out and come back to life. Now, the truth is, scientists aren't entirely sure how they do this. They're not sure what signal tells a frog's heart to start beating again in the Arctic. But they're looking into that because although it's science fiction now, maybe one day we'll actually be able to use that as science fact and do, say, suspended animation on long space flights, for example. So we're not there yet, but hopefully soon we will be. Now,
possibly in the future. Very cool.
We have some other cool things coming up as well. We have on October 20th is our Halloween Bash sleepover event, and this is for the whole family.
Okay.
And along with having some fun sleepover activities, that's right, you get to spend the night at the museum. We also try to teach kids a little bit about some science, and we're going to talk about blood. Now, some kids aren't real fans of blood. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to talk, and I'm going to move my bowl over here so that we can eliminate the fog.
Get rid of the creepy fog.
That's right. Okay, so when we talk about blood type, how would you explain that to a child when we talk about donating blood? Well, this is a really simple way, and this is the kind of activity you might do at one of our sleepovers. So you might know, do you know your types of blood?
I do.
There's O and A and B and AB. So what we can see here is who can donate to who. And the question is, are we going to end up changing any colors? So O is what's known as the universal donor. I can add O to my different cups, and it's not going to change the color. Now, AB is known as the universal recipient. We can add some A blood, we can add some B blood to AB, and you notice the color doesn't change. But what would happen if I added B to A?
Color change.
Color change. So we know that B can't donate to A can't donate to B, and none of these folks can donate to O. It's a really simple little way to help kids understand some of the science behind, you know, something that's very close to our heart, which is blood. And of course, it's Halloween, so we can play it up either way. We want kids to enjoy themselves.
I love that though, because that's kind of a complicated thing to teach a kid, and when you can make it something fun and educational at the same time.
That's what we want to do. And okay, speaking of fun and educational, this is where this comes in. So we have coming up October 27th and 28th, we have ChemFest. Now this is a celebration of National Chemistry Week, and we are going to have all sorts of folks in the building, folks from local industry, folks from local schools that are going to be talking about different opportunities in careers involving chemistry. And we like to demonstrate this as much as we can. We have a great show called Reactions in Action. And I want to hold this up for a second, okay? So what do you think that is?
It looks like soap.
It looks like soap.
Is it soap?
I'll tell you what it is. It's this. It is what happened to our styrofoam cup, because
I was way off with soap.
That's
you didn't
okay.
Call me
no,
out,
no, because that's the thing, is that's part of science, is looking at something going, what is that? I think it might be this. So we actually were able to turn this cup into this, because with styrofoam, what happens is it takes up a lot of space, but there's actually not a whole lot to it. What happens when they make it is they're actually using a very small amount of polystyrene, and then they use air, and they blow that air into a mold, and you might get something like a styrofoam cup, or
a skull.
Our friend Yorick here right now. There he is. So why might we be interested in this? Well, let's start with the experiment first. So I'm going to ask you to put your glasses on again.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to bring my bowl front and center here, because we have some acetone, and this acetone is actually the sort of thing you could buy at a hardware store, similar to what you find in the stuff that removes your nail polish. And we don't need very much at all, but it is obviously a potent chemical, so we want to make sure that we're taking care of this safely. And we're going to see what happens when I put my skull into the acetone. Let's see.
I hear some sizzling in there.
As a matter of fact, let me add just a little more over here. Oh my goodness.
He's shrinking.
He is shrinking. Look at that. Now, I did not use very much acetone at all, and already he is starting to break down. And the reason is that the acetone actually breaks the bonds in the polystyrene, and when that happens, it means that the air bubbles are released. And so this is a relatively large fellow over here. I'm gonna move him over here. Let's see what happens if I take one of our smaller friends. And you can see they slowly start
very cool.
to melt.
This is one of the experiments that people will be able to do there, right?
Well, this is one of those things that if you come to our Reactions in Action show, we'll be having it during our National Chemistry Week, you'll be able to see. Now, this is obviously not something, this might be something you come and enjoy rather than getting the chance to try it out yourself. But why might we be interested in something like this? Well, there's a couple of things. One, we're able to reduce the amount of styrofoam space that it's taking up in landfills. And then we're left with this goop afterwards, and we actually recycle this acetone. We don't throw, you can't put this down the drain. So what we do do is we take it and we put it back, we use it for another show. And then when it comes to the styrofoam, scientists are looking at ways that maybe we can turn that into something else. Maybe we can turn it into insulation. And this is the great thing about something like ChemFest. You have the opportunity to maybe talk to some professionals, see what's happening out there, and who knows, maybe you'll come up with an idea of your own, and maybe your kid will figure out what we can do to turn this into something more like this.
There we go.
We might leave him right there.
Yeah, he's going to be stuck for a little bit. Well, thank you so much for coming in. You always have so much fun to show us every time. Well, again, come celebrate Friday the 13th at the Carnegie Science Center for a 21 and older night out. You can get more details on that and other events coming up at the Science Center at kdk.com/PTL.